Tom, back home and 1-0 up in the series, things couldn't be better for the New Zealand side at the moment.
Yeah, it was obviously a great start in Wellington. I think that the collective team performance is certainly something that stood out from our group in terms of sort of everyone just chipping in along the way and doing their roles. And it was nice that we managed to come out with the result, and to come here to Hagley 1-0 up is obviously very pleasing. But we know how good the Indians are, and we know that they'll be looking to bounce back.
Have you identified any areas that you need to improve?
I think we're always looking to improve in some way, shape or form. But I think the way we bowled with the ball, I think the discipline that we showed throughout both innings was probably the standout in terms of how we went about things, and obviously with the bat to get 350 is something we look to do. But hopefully with the bat we can keep building partnerships and try to take things a little bit better, a little bit deeper. But on that front, I think it was a really good performance, and we'll try and improve on that.
We saw Neil Wagner yesterday. It looked as though he was jumping out of his skin to get back on the park and do some bowling. That's an encouraging sign.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen him yet, so I'm sure when he rocks up to training he'll be absolutely fizzing to get going. So obviously delighted for him and his family with the birth of their first child. But I'm sure he'll be raring to go. Obviously he's been a quality performer for us for a number of years now, and I'm sure he'll be looking to get going again.
Does he try his bounces out on you guys in the net?
The odd bounce every now and again. I think that's something Neil's obviously been so good at for so long in terms of his accuracy is second to none, and he's obviously a shorter guy, which makes it a lot harder to play. So I think if the surface is up for that sort of plan, then I'm sure he'll be ready to go with that.
Have you had a chance to look at the wicket? It looks like Rupert's serving up a tourist a pretty good special.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen it yet, but generally it's a really good surface here. We're used to our wickets in New Zealand over the last few years have tended to be on the greener side at the start, but they tend to flatten out. So whatever we're doing on day one, it's important we try to do it well.
Think of that Sri Lankan test. I mean, obviously a good one for you. You've got some good memories of this place.
Yeah, we obviously play really well here. I think we've only lost one test since Hagley's been up and running, so it has been a good hunting ground for us, and hopefully this game's going to be no different for us about trying to apply our skills for long periods of time, and if we can do that, then hopefully we'll get the results.
It's been quite a topsy-turvy sort of summer, if you like. Do you feel like you've sort of answered a few critics, with the one-day series and then the first test?
I think we've been playing some really good cricket. Obviously, around that Christmas period, we had a tough time and we didn't quite play the brand of cricket we wanted. But we've come here throughout the start of this year, and we've played some really good cricket. And for us, it's just been about trying to keep doing what we've been doing, and we've managed to get the results. So obviously, it's a great series whenever we play India, and we know how good a side they are, and they'll certainly be looking to bounce back. There's a reason they're number one in the world, and we'll certainly be preparing for that.
Do you feel that Aussie series sort of hardened your resolve a wee bit when you for a home summit?
Yeah, I think so. I guess when you do struggle for results for a period of time, it's probably a good reminder of where things are at, and the guys are working equally as hard as what we would have been doing if we won. So for us, it's about trying to, I guess, have those checkpoints every now and again, and I guess Aussie was a good one for that, and hopefully we can put another performance on the board over the next 5 days.
See, Kohli's been knocked off number one in the Test batting rank overnight. Do you expect a bit of a backlash, but a bit of a response from him?
I think when Virat comes out to bat, I think we're always ready for something. He's a quality player. There's a reason why he's up around that number 1, 2 in the world. He's there for a reason. He's done it for a long time now, and he's done it in all conditions. So I guess from a bowling point of view, the guys about trying to stick for those plans for long periods of time, and then hopefully that works, and hopefully if the surface is conducive to a bit of sideways movement or swing, then hopefully we can exploit that.
As a senior member of the team, do you get any say on what the bowling attack might be, and if you did, would you go with 4 seamers?
We've just rocked up today, and it's important that we try to gather as much information as possible around the surface and around what our game plan is going to be. So whatever the side may be, whether it's 4 seamers or whether it's 3 seamers, and we'll certainly be back in the side to do the job.
Hey Tom, what's your mentality as an opener if you get sent in on Saturday? Tough day one wicket opening up. What's sort of going through your head there?
For us, or for us openers, about trying to stick to our plans for as long as possible. It's obviously it is a tough time to bat day one in terms of trying to get used to the conditions and trying to adapt to the surface. So one of those things about just trying to stick to your plans and for as long as possible, and then hopefully that works out.
And how are you feeling about your form at the moment? You've had a couple of good starts, but haven't quite been able to kick on. Are you sort of feeling closer to getting that big score?
Yeah, look, feel really good. It's about trying to, I guess, adapt to the surfaces here and the one in Wellington. And so we haven't played Test cricket for a while. There's been a little bit of white ball cricket, so it's about trying to get into that red ball mentality. And I guess it's just about trying to do my role for the side, and whatever that may be on day one or day two or whenever I have to bat, then hopefully I can do that to the best of my ability.
Any more guys? Tom, being a local guy here, a local one here, do you see a role for slow bowlers on this pitch?
Yeah, I think it certainly offers something for everyone. I think the bounce is probably something that the spinners will certainly use to their advantage. There's been a few wickets here. One's turned a wee while ago, but it's probably more the bounce here that offers something more for the slow bowlers.
Last one.
Bumrah and Shami were not very effective in the first test. Like, how much that has helped New Zealand cause?
Look, I think we've played those guys really well. I think the same as Virat. They're both world-class performers and have done it for a long time in all conditions. So we're certainly wary of them, that how good they can be, and we're certainly expecting them to be on top of their game. And if we play them well, then hopefully that gives us a good chance.